Today we got ourselves a Ford XY GT Falcon. Outside, covered in dust, dirt, whatever. This car in particular has, I think it's been painted and stored for a few years actually, maybe 3 I think, or 5. Oh, don't quote me on that. It's here for a paint correction, interior detail and a ceramic coating. It's kept in good nick, but it's rough. And I'm sure that dust on it is embedded in the paintwork. We shall find out very soon. Okay guys, Bill Baker here. As you all know, we're going to be giving away this, not at the end of the episode, but we're going to give it away once we get 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you go down and subscribe, share it, whatever, and then we'll go into a draw. Very easy. This is a Blow Air RS. It'll give you the best blowing on your car ever. So make sure you stay tuned, yeah?
I feel like
You feel like you're gonna get your fucking head kicked in. That's what you feel like. Because you're a freaking smart ass. Are you prone to injury? Yeah, I am prone to injury because I'm bouncing around like a head trying to do shit that you don't do. You could have got in here and done what I did.
What were you doing?
Don't know yet.
Bro, come film a funny. Like that.
I was gonna check myself in the mirror. Come. I'm perfect. Look at that.
I don't need to look at you in a mirror. I can look at you from here.
No, this is better.
You need a mirror to see you. I don't need a mirror to see you.
Do you sort of like wake up in the middle in the morning?
No, I don't wake up in the morning.
I can tell.
I wake up at 12.
Yeah.
I wake up in the afternoon.
It's got literally 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 on the clock. It basically hasn't been driven before.
It's been clocked back all the way.
It's been. Oh, I think it's got a new cluster. Anyway, this hasn't been washed in a few years. It's been painted. Obviously, bodywork gets painted first, then put in the garage, and the engine's been rebuilt from start to finish. Obviously, you know, the originality of these cars, there's not much, so, you know, we saw you to XW mock up the XY because, you know, if you got an XY, you're a rich bastard. No, people appreciate these cars. So yeah, it's been sitting in the garage, rebuilt engine. The engine looks fantastic.
Are you gonna wash it now?
You wanna wash it tomorrow?
No, just asking.
Why?
Are you gonna wash it now?
Why?
Just asking.
But why are you gonna ask if I'm washing it?
Is that what we're doing now? Is that what we're doing now?
I'm gonna go get the key now.
Okay.
Yeah. But why are you asking if I'm gonna wash it?
Why are you getting the key?
So we can start it to go wash it.
Oh, okay.
But obviously the logical thing to do is go wash the car and prep it up before the detailing. So why are you asking that?
I was wanting to polish it with the dust on. Yeah.
Look, what's wrong with you, man?
There's a new thing you can do if you polish with the dust on, you actually get a new pattern in the paint.
Oh, and here I am listening to you thinking you're gonna say something decent. Golly. Look how simple life was. Just a set of keys like this. Just simple keys. Just look, two keys.
Very easy to do.
One for the boot and one for your engine. Yeah. You need 1,000,000 keys because you're so fragile these days.
Me fragile?
You're fragile.
Bro, if you can go 6 minutes without hurting yourself, I'll give you $1 million.
Okay, 6. You don't have $1 million.
Huh?
You don't have $1 million.
And you can't not hurt yourself, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Oh, fuck me, man. No, the battery's off.
He couldn't even do it.
Hit my head on the bonnet. Yeah.
It was like 6 minutes, yeah, no problem.
Lucky I didn't shake hands to give you $1 million. Man, you expect them to go up, what do I do? Yeah, one like this, boink. Anyway. Look at this guy. This car's been parked for a few years now, whilst interiors and engines getting rebuilt and stuff like that. So this car's been fully resprayed. It's got some some dust in it, maybe some fish eyes, whatever. We're gonna sand that back. So we're gonna basically iron remove it because there's a lot of contaminants on this. Iron remove it, give it a good wash, decon, give it a light sand, maybe with 3000 as a clay bar, and then we will give it a nice light sand and a cut and polish. From here you can see all that purple stuff there, obviously running behind that. That's all this stuff here. Because it's been sitting for a while, it's going to have a lot of shit on it. So we're not going to be worrying about everything too much, so we're going to just iron remove everything. Chromes, lights. This is This way is a bit different to what people do. They like to do it. They like to do it their own way. Do it any way you want. And just to prove to you that this way is pretty much the best way, have a look at this, guys. Look at that iron moving all off that headlight. So that's not even on the headlight. It's all on the outside of the chrome's there. So obviously the chrome's got some water spots and stains on it. Yep, steel wool. We're using 4-0 steel wool to get some of that rusty iron deposits out of the chrome. It can be very, very fragile, even though it's a fine. You can take it off with a clay bar, but you won't get much out of it. So it does need a nice, smooth finishing on it. Like you got to give it a light color. You can see how it's just changing color. It's all underneath here. There's not much. We didn't do much. Remember, you do it, it's it, done. But don't get too carried away because you will scratch it. We're just doing things that we're trained to do. You know what? Let's talk about detailing disasters. Oh, detailing disasters. Mate, a disaster happened before we even detailed the car. We had a very similar car here a couple of weeks back, and we're doing a trial polish on the boot to make sure it comes up nice. It did. So then I took out a scratch from the front bonnet, very similar to this bonnet. It's got some satin. Just by chance, we got a bit of polish on the satin, just by accident, out of habit, just gave it a wipe and then whoom, left a line in it. So that was, we got it off, but left a bit of carbon marks, which was my bad. Anyway, so we did it. Car went to the panel shop, came back, guy wasn't happy, and now he went through to get fixed by another panel shop, probably through insurance, which is fair enough. I mean, the disaster for me is that we made no money from the car. We just did a test patch and shit happens. Customer's okay. You can tell he wasn't happy about it. He's one of those customers that is very, very, very anal about his cars and stuff like that, which, you know, you ought to be with a car like that. Spend a lot of money on it. Well, look, there's a positive and negative. The positive was, even though we did not, if we didn't affect this and didn't have that disaster, we would have had the disaster 2 days later, because we would have corrected the whole car and put a matte finish coating on the satin, and that matte finish coating would have affected it would have stuffed up the satin anyway. So what we did, because we were, you know, we accepted responsibility and thought, you know what, we'll get it fixed up for you. He was happy with that. So I just coated it anyway. But the next day, the bonnet was blotched up. So in hindsight, some satin paints you cannot coat on them. That's it. That's my disaster.
That was a fucking scary moment.
What we're gonna do now is sand some black marks out of this boot. Someone's tried to sand some thingy-jigs out of it, some paint defects. No good, no good. And here we've got some black dots. I think it's overspray. But I want to try some thinners on that. Let me see if the thinners gets it off, or Prepsol. That way we don't sand as much. Yep. That's just overspray. Beautiful. So we're going to sandbags. This car's obviously been resprayed in some areas. We've got some dimples, some fish eyes, and some freaking high-end scratches. So we're just going to try and find any defaults, denib them out, and give the car a nice paint correction, and hopefully we can, like this one here. Perfecto. See that there? Little dot there. Give it a bit of squirt like that. Hit it with some 1500. 2000 could do the job, but I reckon 1500 is quicker. And we have a nice flat spot there. Ah, you like that, huh? I think I impressed the cameraman because he's like, what the fuck are they?
We got the Sonax Ultimate Cut on the detail marker wool pad. We're gonna clear the phasing up from sanding, and then we'll polish it after.
We've just sanded 3 dots, or 8 of them. So we've leveled it out. I think by the looks of it, I might be getting close to the undercoat. So I've got 899 there, 980 there, 905, yeah. So it's a solid paint, there's no clear in it, which is good. 1007. This is not exactly 100%, but it gives you an idea of what you've got to play with. So we have got plenty. He said there's a lot. There's one there. I might cut through any minute now, or any second. They could just easily change everything. But as I said, I mentioned if I cut through, you're gonna paint it. He's like, yep, do the best you can. Now I'm using a product here, a sanding product. Everyone knows what it is. Gotta love it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know that I have so much power? Go, one hand, go. Don't flick around, just push against me, go on.
Push.
Push. Push me. You can't.
Yeah, but you don't have any, like, you have nothing from that angle.
Oh, okay.
Well, if I'm going like this, how am I going to generate any power?
Right, come on, stand in the middle.
Not Michael Jackson.
Let me see if I can bench press him. Trust me. Yeah, you drop, let go. Relax.
Lean that.
Okay, put your hand here.
Yeah.
Put both your hands, just touch under here. Just touch, that's it. Just touch. Just touch. See? His body weight went really heavy, and then my knuckles went right in his freaking. It hurts. So when you get cars like this in your shop, in some cases you may get away with detailing it and watching it drive out the door, or you may finish detailing it and then put it for the customer to pick it up and then go boom and hit something with it. I hit a red C, 4C, Alpha 4C. Billy Baker jumps in to drive it. In front of the car was a wall and a little trolley. A very similar trolley to the one, that red trolley. That trolley itself is right there. See that red trolley there? That was the trolley. But its sister. It was right in front of the car. I know, I started it up, I put it in reverse. I put it in reverse, looked around, accelerated, and now it's got a flat spot, yeah? You just feel it, it just takes off. Mate, I didn't, and somehow the gear, I don't know, boom. Went straight into the trolley and into the wall. I got out of the car and I looked at it and I went, oh my God. Now I didn't know the car's been there for 4 months because no one told me. So So I go in there and say, listen, I've damaged the car, can you sort it out for us? And he's like, oh shit, big boss is gonna have a bit of a heart attack. I'm like, why? I go, accidents happen. He goes, oh, because the car's been here for like 6 months and they finally got it ready and the customer's picking it up tomorrow. Oh well, looks like the customer's gonna come pick it up. Anyway, the damage was, you ready? Luckily for insurance, the damage was about $75,000. That's what he said. Are you recording this? You better, yeah, you better get it. Fuck, I'll fucking tongue you. I don't give a shit. Oh, we're doing some scripting stuff now. That's hard work.
That's what you said.
Yeah, but it's too hard. Allah, yeah. I got the cut right here.
Get the rest out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's another one there.